It's been an honor and a privilege for me to get to know John Hanschen, first in my work at Waterloo 10, and second when John served on the board of directors of the OABA and as their treasurer. Since then, John and I have even worked closer together at the Showman's League, where John serves as our treasurer still. He's a man whose integrity I trust and whose opinion I value.
Leonard Hanschen was a mailman and his wife Ruth a registered nurse, and they both lived in Minneapolis, Minnesota. In July of 1951, they welcomed their first child and named him John. The Hanschens lived in a second-floor apartment above a general store on West Broadway. Always ready for an adventure, and when he was old enough to walk, John found a way out of the apartment window and onto the roof. It took some coaxing to get him back in, but from this experience, they knew they needed to move. So, the Hanschens invested in a one-story house on the north side of Minneapolis, just a few steps away from Shingle Creek Park. This is where John spent a lot of his time enjoying sports with all the other baby boomers. The Hanschen family would grow in the 1950s, welcoming Craig, Christine, and Timothy. John's first ride as a child was on a carousel at the Thomas Carnival at North Commons Park. As all Minnesota families do, this family of 6 attended the Great Minnesota State Fair. John attended Floyd B. Olson Junior High and joined the Leadership Club. He learned how to put on a seminar and introduce a speaker. He also played basketball and remembers losing to their arch rival in a championship game. John scored 24 of the team's 34 points, but with time expired, he missed a free throw that would have tied the game.
By the way, it's probably time for a new set of basketball shoes. Your basketball shoes you got from the board, I know they're about a size 13 or whatever, but I'm sure they're worn out by now. So we'll promise to buy you a new pair of basketball shoes.
After graduating from Patrick Henry High School, John attended Macalester College in St. Paul. He majored in economics while playing baseball, hockey, and of course, basketball. One of his college professors, Carl Egge, encouraged John to take an internship with the St. Paul Fire and Marine Insurance Company. The opportunity led to a permanent job and a transfer to Little Rock, Arkansas. This is where he met a beautiful young woman who had recently transferred from Denver. Her name was Carolyn Thomas, and a romance quickly ensued. John learned that Carolyn's father, Bernard Thomas, owned a carnival. Well, John took a promotion, and he and Carolyn moved to Philadelphia. But in May of 1976, Bernard Thomas called because he needed his daughter back with the show. John wasn't going to let her go alone, and they both came back and helped in the water race. With John's economics education, he calculated the limitless potential of the game. He figured 18 guns, 25 cents a play, 10 hours a day, 200 days a year. Why, it would be easy street by the age of 30. But reality quickly struck when he learned the term and the reality of the grind, along with many other worthwhile industry phrases. John and Carolyn were married in 1976 at Tom and Margaret Atkins' winter quarter home in Lenox, South Dakota. What began as a temporary arrangement has led to 3 children, Andrew, Catherine, and Mike, and 4 decades of an incredible carnival life. Not to mention some pretty good stories.
Gosh, I remember, it's been 30 years been with you, and I guess what really sticks out in my mind more than anything except how much you care about the business is your friggin' memory. I hit a junction box, or I unplugged the office, like my second year over on the show. And I swear, 10 years later, John's bringing it up. Remember, when you unplug the office, make sure you don't do that again. It's 10 years later.
John knew that Bernard Thomas loved the carnival business. Bernard would say that there was no backup plan, no exit strategy. John's brother-in-law, Tom Atkins, is the same. He believes in the industry and the people. and they both supported the trade associations and the show clubs as urgently important, something John has learned as well.
When he takes on a project, he does it completely. He doesn't do it halfway. We were partners for over 25 years. It was a great partnership. I don't think in 25 years we ever had an argument. We worked together well. When he says he's going to do something, he does it. His word is his bond.
John's reputation became quickly known. In 1993, he was named president of the Hot Springs Showmen's Association. In 1999, he became the president of the Showmen's League. In 2007, he was the chairman of the OABA. Today, he serves as the treasurer of the Showmen's League of America and represents associates on the International Association of Fairs and Expositions Board of Directors. 2015 will be John's 40th season in the industry.
You're giving back to an industry that you've been very supportive of. We appreciate this.
John, congratulations on your election to the Hall of Fame at the OABA. A well-deserved honor, my friend.
I couldn't be happier for him getting this award. It's truly something that he'll cherish his entire life.
Congratulations, John!
And tonight, we proudly induct John Hanschen into the OABA Hall of Fame.